I don't know if that's doesn't take a genius or anything to answer that one, boy, because it sure does. And it was just a nice game to see these guys play the way they did. I know that Hosey kind of dropped the ball there in the ninth on the ball back, but it was a clean game up to that point. First shoot, there's so many guys to talk about, but with Carlos, I thought it was huge. We had the bases loaded, nobody out, and didn't score in the bottom of the fourth, and he came out in the top of the fifth. When you might think the momentum might be swinging or something, and used 9 pitches, struck out the side, and set him down. That was sure a big key. Offensively, Brantley had some big at bats. Even he could have had even a bigger night. But we had big hits all the way around. Zimmer had a good night. Chiz had that big blow that really kind of gave us a couple extra runs as a cushion there. But there were some good bats. How about Kip? The way he swung the bat with those 2 doubles, and then had the 2 walks off the lefties. So that was huge.
Rotation's kind of had its ups and downs this year with guys in and out, some inconsistencies. But Carrasco's kind of been the one guy who's stayed healthy and been steady. Just what can you say about
Well,
these men?
I think being steady, consistency is huge, and him being steady, and he knew the approach that he took in that 5th inning. I can't really talk about that enough. I thought was huge. We go through an inning with that we don't score any runs with nobody out, and he goes out and really does a good job of shutting them down. Doesn't let it swing back and let them get a chance. And that was sure nice to see.
Did you ever remember seeing one of those before? They call it an immaculate inning, 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts.
Oh yeah. I've seen a few of those on the good side and on the bad side as well. But it was nice. It was just nice to see him go out there and do what he did. Like I said at that time.
Ricky was saying a couple nights ago, it just feels like he's getting more on time where he needs to be at the plate. You kind of see that with him the last few nights, just being more on time.
Well, yeah, it's starting to come together. I'm sure that he'd like to have the at-bat back in that 4th inning. But at the same time, he had some real good at-bats tonight that he's getting there and making progress and moving in that direction. That's and obviously anytime that you get some guys in the top of the order to be able to do that and get those big hits is huge. And that's why, Kip's night with those doubles and the walks off the lefties were very big.
What have you seen from Kip this, Millsy? It seems like the whole year's kind of been a struggle for him. I know he came off the DL, missed a lot of April, and he seems to be kind of fighting himself until tonight.
Well, and I understand where you're going, but I think that here's a guy that continues to work as far as getting his swings in, doing work. And then he's got this neck thing that he's kind of battling with right now. But he's working through that. The trainers are getting it ready to go. But he's given himself a chance, by doing that effort and having the at-bats like he's having. If he starts doing the things he's doing, he's going to get some good pitches to hit, and we saw that tonight.
You mentioned Zimmer, but he has a home run off the lefty, a 3-hit night. Just how impressed have you been with him, kind of being able to have some consistency early on and kind of staying at this level?
Yeah, there's no doubt with his consistency and obviously with the way he moves down the line, he's able to maybe keep going. And we were talking about him today. It'd be nice to have a couple good games going in for him to go into the break with, and sure enough, boy, he sure did tonight.
How many guys beat out a ground ball to first base?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, no, it was sure nice to see a guy run that hard down the line too.
You make it of Kip tagging up and on that play late.
Yeah, it wasn't. We'd like to see him when the ball's hit in the air, you have that first reaction to go back to the bag, but he realized that he had messed it up, and so he was looking for any opportunity to try to make it up, and he did.
Was the Major League hit. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
Well, you know, we all love Victor, you know, and what he did for this organization, and the quality of hitter he is, and the type of hitter he is. And we were talking in the dugout. We go, that's a lot of hits. And I know there's some guys with 3,000. There's some guys, you know, a couple guys with 4,000 or whatever. But man, that's a lot of hits. And it couldn't happen to a better guy. And that's something. Some of the guys were saying you kind of wonder if people really understand how many hits that is. That's pretty cool.